दीनधनस्तु तस्मिन् सयासनस्थानविहारहीन नाचन्परा प्रतिलब्धकामः दृष्टिर्लभते वनमानम्. On the forest path of material existence, sometimes a person is without wealth due to this does not have a proper home, bed or sitting place, not proper family enjoyment. He therefore goes to beg money from others. But when his desires are not fulfilled by begging, he wants to borrow or steal the property of others. Thus he is insulted in the society. Please respond. On the forest path of material existence, sometimes a person is without wealth, and due to this does not have a proper home, bed or sitting place, not proper family enjoyment. He therefore goes to beg money from others. But when his desires are not fulfilled by begging, he wants to borrow or steal the property of others. Thus he is insulted in society. The principles of beg, borrow, steal are very appropriate in this material world. When one is in want, he begs, borrows, or steals. If begging is unsuccessful, he borrows, he cannot pay. He steals, and when he is caught, he is insulted. This is the law of material existence. No one can live here very honestly. Therefore, by trickery, cheating, begging, borrowing, stealing, one tries to satisfy himself. Thus, no one in this material world is living peacefully. ज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः. श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूप कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं. वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरुं श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरुं वैष्णवं च तिरुपं साग्रजातं सगणशिरघुनाथं वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपदान् सगण ललितां श्रीविशाखान्वितं च. हे कृष्णा करुणा सिंधु दीनबन्धु जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिकान्त राधाकान्त नमस्तुते. तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये. वंशकल्पतरुश्च कृपा सिन्धुभैर्च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः. नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमती भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी नामिनी. नमस्ते सारस्वती देवे गौरवाणी विचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे. जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद. हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे. So thank you very much for attending Srimad Bhagavatam morning class. So we have been discussing for a few days. The Rahugana is speaking to the Jada Bharat is speaking to Rahugana. Not only speaking, is actually educating, enlightening Rahugana, King Rahugana, about the precarious situation of material existence and the plight of the common man. The common man, how the common man faces uncommon problems. This is the plight or impediment, or this is the precarious condition of the conditioned soul. So here we can know that last class also we have been discussing about Adhyatmik, Adibodhik, Adidovik, particular Adidovik. Now here it is saying that there are so many problems. It's not like one problem. It's like innumerable problem. It's called countless problem. There's a beautiful verse that they say that the material existence essentially means suffering. And this material existence is designed so that we have to, the living entity who is trying to enjoy turning away from the Lord, has to face so many impediments, so many obstacles in life, so that it will give an impetus for the conditions, rebellious conditions, or to again turn towards the Lord, again to aspire for the unadjusted real happiness. That is whole idea of designing this material world. Just like a government purpose, a government is creating a prison house, constructing a prison house. What is the cardinal and core purpose of creating a prison house? For the purpose of rehabilitation and reformation through the punishment. If one is misconception or one is wrongly taking that prison house is meant for enjoyment because of free accommodations and free food, that is a wrong thing. Actually, it is meant for punishment. So this material existence is meant for suffering. At the dispense of material existence, nobody can have a fun and frolic. Nobody can have a rest and relax. Nobody. Because despite our tenacious determination to stay in this material world for permanently, but the death will eject us very ruthlessly. Therefore, this material world has been uh, leveled or has been termed as have been given as attributed as a place of misery and temperance. So there are beautiful verses in this regard. It is stated here that how this material existence has been created for that purpose. Yes, let me go to this verse. Okay. So in this verse, it is said that sorry, 11:5. So in this beautiful verse, 11 canto, it is said that very nice verse. Hitvatma maya rachita grihapatya suhistriya tamo visanti anichanta vasudeva paran. See, Vasudeva Paranmukha, this is a very important word here. So here it is said that those who have torn away from the Supreme Lord Vasudeva, being under the spell of Lord's illusory energy, are eventually forced to give up their so-called homes, children, friends, wives, lovers, which were all created by illusory potency of the Supreme Lord, and enter again their will into the darkest region of the universe. So this material world is meant for that, because when you turn away from the Vasudeva Paranmukha, then what will happen? We are put into this material existence. And this material existence is very much precarious, excruciatingly painful situation. Therefore, it is said that in these beautiful verses that how that Janasya Krishna Dunukhasya Daivat Dharmatilasya Sudukhita, full of miseries. So, oh my Lord, great philanthropy shall travel on the path, on the earth on behalf of Supreme Personality of Godhead, to show the compassion to colleagues who are opposed to the sense of subordination to the Lord. Because we turn away from the Lord, therefore, Sudukhitasa, we have been confronting so much problem. So much problem. So, there is a beautiful analogy in Mahabharata. Before I go to the particular things, well, let me tell you one Mahabharata, very nice. What is the plight of a common man? I'll show you a picture, then I will explain you nicely. So let me see one another picture of the plight of a common man. See, there's a very nice instruction. Elephant. Yeah, this one. See, you can see this one, right? This picture. You see, this is the beautiful analogy from Mahabharata. So this is very important things to know. So here it is said that a common man is chased by the elephant. Elephant is represented by the death. So when he is running and trying to climb on the tree, somehow he fall down. and hold on to the branch. Okay. Then you see these two mouse, the white and black. What it is represents? Day and night. I'll tell you the verses also. You should understand all the verses also. So and the snakes are snakes. What is the snakes? You see, you can see that if you fall down, you will fall down into snakes and you will be beaten by death. The snakes are called the obstacles of the life. What are the obstacles? Etc. And the bees are the problems in life. The bees are here, bees are beating. That how precarious situation it is. So this is the common man things. So in common man, we are always chased by the death. Every time. So it is stated in beautiful verses. So you have to explain this one in the how Bhagavatam is now explaining this one. This is the plight of common man. So whole chapter of 5, 13, 14, it is stated that how a common man encounters innumerable number of problems. So death is there. We are so much oblivious to death. It is kind of sterilized and sanitized. The death is not publicly discussed. So, but you do not understand that death is like, it is stated here, this beautiful verses, that 9th verses. This is a very, Prabhu used to quote this verses. कोनु राधन इंद्रियवन मुकुंद चरणान भुंजना भजति सर्वत्र मृत्यु उपासना अमृत. So it is said that, my dear king, in the material world, the conditioned soul are confronted with death at every step. Therefore, who among the conditioned soul would not render service to the lotus feet of Lord Mukunda, who is worshipable even for the greatest liberated soul? So we are all confronted by the death. That is the change. Every day we are changing. Every time we do not know any time death can come. There is no certainty. Nishwasa nahi vishwasa. Kadaruddha bhavishyati. That is stated by Bilva Mangal Thakur. Nishwasa nahi vishwasa. There is no trust to your breathing process. At any time it can stop. It is like the life is like, yesterday I posted very nice, that life is so fast going, we never know what, very full of uncertainty. Full of uncertainty. It's like a bubble. At any time it will be bursted. Ahani ahani bhutani gacchatiyo jamale. Steta savar ichanti. Steta stavar ichanti. Kim ascharjam atamapan. So it is, Yudhishthira Maharaj is telling that ahani ahani bhutani. It is also said that every moment we confront it. You can see in the newspaper every day obituary, obituary. So we are very oblivion to the death. We are thinking we have time. We procrastinate. But we do not know. We are flying, anytime happen. Therefore, it is said that you should not waste our time. Every moment cannot be get back by millions of dollars. We should immediately use that. There is a beautiful verses in there. See, these are the Prabhu's verses. I am just using. See, there is a beautiful verses that you say that. This verse. No, what is that verse? It's a very nice verse. Yes, knowing that one duration of life is being similarly cut down by passing of days and night, one should be shaken by fear. In this way, giving up material attachment, desire, one understands Supreme Lord acting perfectly. See, one should not be like we are enjoying, we are celebrating devotees also birthday, wishing birthday. This is because we do not know that any moment what kind of wishes birthday I never wish. But because we should know that birthday means for devotee conception, devotee perspective, that birthday means we are closing nearer to death 1 year. Yes or no? Therefore, we should be more fearful, more alert. Let me complete my business as soon as possible. Because next life again I have to take part. We do not know according to karma. If you miss the chance, means Prabhupada said that it takes millions of years. Because as the Kali Yuga advances, things are become more the standard will degenerate and deteriorate. So it is very difficult for us. Therefore, the elephant is now like changing like a deer. And now the two rats means they are day and night. Which verses we say that it reduces the duration of life. Nowadays, reading something. Where is the worst? These are the things Prabhupada says in Tom only. Because anybody coming to preach, for preaching, what is your main USP of preaching? Death only. Anytime you death, everything is transient, temporary world. And why the Ravagana? See, Ravagana is preaching about the temporary world, 2 chapters, 5, 13, 5, 14. Entire chapter only to give the problem of this material age. How problematic, how precarious. So immediately you should even know these verses. And also to Sanskrit, Aur Harati Mai Punsamudyam So Ayur Harati means it got down the duration, 237. Only person who is not disturbed by this, how? Tasyati Khanitya Uttama Sloka Bharta. Tasyati Yat Khanitya Tisam. So here it is said that every sun rising and sun setting, it will drag everyone to the day. But those who are discussing the topics, just like we are discussing the topics of Bhagavatam, for them, we are dragged into the Krishna. Next life is spiritual. That is the difference of discussing. Therefore, this Krishna Katha, Srimad Bhagavatam hearing or discussing very much priority in our Krishna consciousness for our progress. Very much priority. So this is the thing about 2 rats. What about the next thing is that snakes. Snakes is obstacles of life. So what are the obstacles of life? Obstacles of life. Birth, death, disease, old age, the obnoxious misery. But supposing you are everybody telling that birth, the body means birth, O means old age, D means disease, Y means amraj. Tell me one versus birth is painful. Because you are telling this body is inconvenience. As long as we are accepting body, we are being inconvenience. You are always preaching to others, right? Then tell me that somebody will say that why body is birth is obnoxious, painful. Give me a verse where it is said that birth is. All body, B or DY, remember these verses. Anytime preaching means you remember these verses. Otherwise, they will say, how can you say that birth? Can you substantiate? Birth is very nice. Everybody is very happy. Even the woman who is pregnant, although there is a labor pain, but he is happy because he will have a future here. But the person who is suffering in the birth, he never remembers. Never. But what is the how you substantiate? What is the verse? Tell me. Which canto at least? That canto. Which chapter? So this verse is called birth is so painful. Falling into the pool of blood, stool, urine within the abdomen of his mother, his own body is caught by the mother's gastric fire, and body soul anxious to get out. Counts his months and pray, "Oh my Lord, when shall my wretched soul be released from this confinement?" So how much suffocating situation, very suffocating situation in the womb of the mother. Even the medical science say that if you make a incumbent process, you cannot, few seconds also one cannot survive. Such a precarious situation, excruciatingly painful situation in the womb of the mother. See, 10 months, it is said that in the 10 months, my dear Lord, by your causeless mercy, I am awakened to consciousness, although I am only 10 months old. For this, see, 10 months old, 10 months, see, it is everything is stated, not medical science, Shastra is stating everything. So this is the about body. So then now about the old age. Which verses say old age? Which verses say old age is painful? Of course, if you see these beautiful verses from Shankaracharya, is nicely given, but mudra that day. But now Bhagavad, we'll talk about Bhagavad. Supposing you are telling the old age is not good, it's invalid, you cannot do anything our work. Where is the verses it say that old age is see, this is the verse 334. A foolish family man does not become averse to family man. Although he is maintained by those whom he once maintained, deformed by the influence of old age, he prepares himself to meet ultimate day. The next was also old age. See, these are the important, you should remember this. Because somebody coming to me, for us also it is good, always reminding. But he remains at home just like a pet dog, eats whatever is so negligently given to him, afflicted with many illness such as dyspepsia, dyspepsia, loss of appetite. He eats only very small morsel of food. He becomes invalid, who cannot work anymore. See, it's not like that this old age is good. And sometimes they say that yesterday I said an article that dawn is better than perfect. Because why? Because we are thinking that old age I will execute the Krishna consciousness wholeheartedly because I have some social obligation, professional demands, and I have some aspiration. I will do in the old age. But old age is so invalid, we cannot proper execute regulative principle. So therefore it says that Thunam, what is that called? Labda Sudalamidam Osambhamate. Thunam Jatate Napate, what is that? Thunam Jatate Napate Anumurtija. So Thunam means very quickly you should do that before we come to old age and die. We should execute Krishna consciousness. Finish it as soon as possible. Every moment you waste is like delaying our process, lingering our process, prolonging our stay in this material existence. That is not good. Therefore, this Rahugana Jada Bharat is speaking very extensively, elaborately the precarious condition, the grey side of this material existence, material life. It's full of painful, full of precarious, full of trouble job. This is about old age. What about death? But old age, B-O-D, D stands denotes to death. Tell me, someone, tell me one verses where it says that death is very painful. Prabhu always quotes, death is painful. Death is not pleasing. So even after going there 11 times, here also you can see. See 36 minutes. Here also you can see. In that disease condition, one's eye revolves due to the pressure of air within. His glands become congested with mucus. He has difficulty breathing and upon exhaling, inhaling produces sound like gura gura, rattling within the throat. See, and that is how always gura gura. Gora Gora. In this way, he comes under the clutches of death, lies down, surrounded by lamenting friends and relatives. Although he wants to speak with them, no longer can because he no longer can because he is under the control of time. See, very important. It is exactly the death happens in the common man. Exactly. They are all, as soon as the doctor say that we have very less time, everybody immediately call and invite all the family members. Come, when the very last time is there. So what happened? At that time, a person who is lying down, he is very difficult to pray. And he was thinking of, let me little bit of focus on, thinking of Krishna, thinking of God. But by seeing that, then at that time, family men will say that all the poti, all the grandson, go to Dadaji, go to Dadaji. He is living, go to that. Dadaji will see, as soon as he sees that granddaughter, grandson, he will be overwhelmed with that again attachment. And thinking of them, he leaves the body. And he has to take back again family. Therefore, sometimes we say that you will look like our Dadaji, but not look like Dadaji comes. So you do not look like, resemble like Dadaji. This is the thing how attachment are. Therefore, it is say that it is very, therefore this devotee should be always in association of devotee, free from attachment. As soon as you are attached to family, it is a degrading, again it will condition you. Again you have to take back. Therefore, one should die in a place like association with devotee in a kshetra or like, free from, there's a very nice story. I think maybe one of you know, Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur. One brahmachari was there during 1930, Gaudiya Vaishnava. So he was always very nice brahmachari. The final moment, he told that because he had got a cancer and all, He told Guru Maharaj, I want to see my family because I have a cancer, I have to die. Huh? His mother, no, he is having problem. He is having problem. So he was thinking that, no, I will go and see things. So he never allowed him to go. So everybody thinking, why you never allowed? Then at the last moment he was going to die. He told you, go and see your relative. So everybody was torn. It's at the time of death, one should Ante Narayana Smriti. Why you are sending him to the family? Then he told him. Now if I say sending, he now realize that I am going to die, he will not go to the family. He will be detached. He will not say no. But that time he will be attached to family. Then at the time of death, he will be attached. At the time of death, he is allowed to go. Allowed to go, he did not go. He understood that. I cannot go. If I go also, what is the use of that? I am going to die. So that is the thing. Here it is said that how it is dangerous. Train, no. Remember, train he died. He was sent actually, then train he died. So everybody was telling why you are sending him, Guru Maharaj. It is not good. He is not a condition to travel. Then what Bhaktivedanta Surya said? Yeah, he thinking of himself. He thinking of Mayapur and he is dying. Then he will be thinking of the yeah. Therefore, one should be like alone, dying, or in association of devotee. Think Ante Narayana Smriti. That is most important thing. Ante Narayana Smriti. So this is about the death. Death also painful, as Prabhu told one beautiful verses that it is said that death is not at all pleasing. Since everyone is exactly like condemnment and being led to place of execution, what possible happiness can people derive from material objects sense gratification? They have no idea. Supposing Prabhupada has given an example. Supposing if I say you go enjoy, after coming out, I will kill you. Anybody will accept it? No. That is. And at the time of death, they say that RIP, rest in peace. There is no rest in peace. Death is so painful. It's like 80,000 scorpion is biting you at one time. There's some Purana it is written. Therefore, the demigod has said that this is very painful conditions. The demigods have spoken these verses that, oh deliberated demigod, at the time of death, severe unbearable pain takes away the consciousness of living entity. Where is the question of RIP? He rests in peace. Except the devotees, nobody rests in peace at the time of death. Because devotee knows my next life is spiritual. Just like a lion, everybody fear of lion. Only one person who do not fear. Tell me who? Cops. He never fear. So therefore, devotee, they do not fear the death. They know that next life spiritual death comes like Guru Maharaj step on the death and went to the Guru. Who have accepted the material body. Don't you know about this pain? See, how much pain. So we have covered birth, old age, disease, and numbers. And there is also a bees is there. In this picture, you see, in this picture I told you, there is bees are there. What the bees represent, you know? Tell me. Day-to-day life. What is the day-to-day problem? Day-to-day problem means Trishul. What is the Trishul means? Durga Devi is holding Trishul. Adhyatmi, Adidayavik, Adibodhi. Tell me verses. Last week he quoted one verses where it is said that every time we telling Adhyatmik, Adidayavik, Adibodhi, we have three problems. Yes or no? By body, mind, by others, by calamities, by divorce, demigods. Tell me someone. One versus last. See, listening is, see, there are four kind of good listener, you know. Listening also, last week class, you were all listening. Why you did not note down one verses he quoted? Jai Shri Radha Madan Mahaprabhu quoted. Why you did not remember? You know, there are four kind of good listener. There is Chataka bard. You know what is Chataka bard? There is a particular type of bard who will never drink anything except rainwater from the cloud. That up to one constellation, Swasti constellation. He will die, but he will not. What does it mean? You should hear like a Chataka. That means we should hear only Krishna Katha, not any other. Second thing, kind of thing that like a one swan. You know, swan. What is the quality of swan? If you give milk and water, he will take out the milk, he will distinguish the milk from the water, and only milk he takes. Therefore, you may hear everything, you should be bhavograhi, saragrahi. You should get the essence of teaching. So you should always. Then another kind of hearing, parrot. You should hear and chant, like parrot is chant. Fourth kind of like a fish. Fish is always focused in the water. We never disturb like focus. You should focus on here. He quoted, Mahaprabhu quoted one verse. Tell me, what is this? Tell me, darling. 5:14, only 5. There are another verses also there. Being unable to protect, this is here it is written, Adhyatmik, Adhiboitik, Adhidhavik. Huh? Good. Good. Reading the verses. Materialistic activity are always mixed with three kind of major condition: adhyatmic, adhibhautik, adhidautik. Therefore, even one achieves some success by performing such activity, what is the benefit of this success? One is subject to birth, death, old age, disease, and reaction. So, what is the use of that? Therefore, adhyatmic, adhibhautik, adhidautik is always there. They are day to day. That is represented by bees. And this person, despite all the things, you see the tongue is there, coming out tongue. Despite all kind of precarious situations, predicaments, like elephant, like a deer, the snakes, the mouse, and the bees, they are attacking him, right? But he is opening his tongue. Why? You know, the honey is coming down. He wants honey. See, despite all kind of impediment, people still attach to family like they think I'm enjoying. I do not want to give up. I do not want to give up. Thousands of verses is there. So one verses is 429, 43, 43, 429. My dear king, please search out the deer who is engaged in eating grass in a very nice flower garden along with his wife. That deer is very much attached to his business. He is enjoying the sweet, just singing the bumblebees in his garden. Just try to understand his position. He is unaware that before him is a tiger, which is accustomed to living at the cost of another's place. Behind the deer is hunter, who is threatening pierce him with sharp arrow, though the deer stays with him. See, now how it is that he is eating the grass deer. We are like this oblivion to all the problem. I am going to work, get money, my family, my children, my house, extension, guru ketra sutatabite, janasya moham aham mameti. I am expanding my thing, all my investment, but I do not know at any time things may turn. Things may become so, what you say, opposite, reverse. Then we have no solution for that. Again, you have to take back. So there's a beautiful story there, Lomosar Muni. There's a Muni called Lomosar. He has got benediction from whom? He got benediction from Brahmaji. That every hair of your body will fall, then he will die. Like trillions of billions, so many kalpos actually like this. On one Brahman days. So every year is if every hair will fall, he will die. That means how many Brahma will die? So when Narada Muni went to visit, he was on the bank of the river, ocean, or river. He was chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. So Narada Muni say, why don't you have a cottage? Why you are standing and chanting, you can have a cottage? And no, so sit down. How long I am going to live? Let me finish my business. We have only 70 years, 800 years. That was to Prahlad Maharaj say, out of 100 years, you know that verse, where 100 years has been divided. Which verse? Same chapter. Same chapter. So here it is said that how the 100th year has been divided. So in this way, he is now we have no time. 70 years, we are thinking that I am going to stay permanently. I have skyscraper building, atom bomb, this bomb, so much advancement, economic development, political maneuvering, advancement of technology, scientific. What is the use of that? Prabhupada always, you see, all the classes Prabhupada stays on that. We are not going to stay. You can go leave anytime. Why are you so much unnecessarily endeavoring, investing your energy, which is very temporary, transient by nature? Krishna also saying in Bhagavad Gita, tell me two verses where Krishna say it is miserable and transient. Which verse? These are the very, very easy verses. Second verse is a little bit of tricky, to find out. What is the verses Krishna say? Dukhalayam Shashvatam. 8, 15. Another verses. Who is telling? Anitya Sukhalakam. Correct. Why you have to don't speak now? 9? 9:33. Anitya Sukhalakam. So Krishna said this place is there. So here it is said that how it is so therefore it is precarious condition. We should not stay in this matter. As soon as you get out from it, better you get out than get kicked out. Better you gracefully get out than ruthlessly get kicked out. What is your option? Therefore, Raghunath is giving an impression that either you gracefully get out by chanting Narayana Smriti or ruthlessly get kicked out. You understand? So better to which option you want. That is your prerogative, your privilege. So therefore, this whole material world is very precarious, very easy like fire. We are singing, every day morning. Sansara Dava. What is that blazing fire? Forest fire. What is blazing? Material world is compared to a blazing forest fire. Just a forest fire. Nobody goes and lead the fire. Automatically there is a friction between bamboos and they got caught fire, whole forest is devoured, destroyed. Yes or no? Similarly, this material world, everybody wants to be happiness, but they are doing a wrong password. Therefore, always getting a problem. A password is incorrect. Password is incorrect. After so many times incorrect, then your account is locked. Go to administrator. We have always typing the wrong password. We have wrong password, not typing, we have a misconception of the password. We are thinking that this family life is going to be very nice, goody goody. Here it is said that even the next verse is very, very dangerous verse. Particularly Mata is not our Vaishnava, it is all meant for the materialistic. Prabhupada said Vaishnava and Vaishnava they are not coming into this category. So the next verse is very, my dear king, woman who is very attractive in the beginning, but in the end very disturbing. Not the devotee. It's exactly like a flower which is attractive in the beginning and detestable at the end. With woman, the living entity entangled with lusty desire, he enjoys sex just as one enjoys aroma of flower. He does enjoy life of sense gratification from his tongue to his genitals, and in this way, the living entity considers himself very happy in family. United with his wife, he always remains absorbed in such thought. He feels great pleasure in hearing the talks of his wife, children, which are like a sweet humming bumblebee that collect honey from flower to flower. He forgets that before in the time which is taking away his lifespan, which is passing day and night, he does not see gradual diminishing of his life, nor does he care about superintendent of death, who is trying to kill him from behind. Just try to understand this. You are in a precarious position, threatened by from all sides. See, this is our position, threatened from all the sides. Very see, Bhagavatam is bang on, bang on. So perfect, so accurate, so accurate. So he's giving a problem of human form of life. Despite all the things he's testing, just like in the picture, he's testing the honey. He's so much oblivion to the elephant. He's so much oblivion to snake, oblivion to the cat, oblivion to bees. So he is now tasting the honey. See how foolish. Therefore, the beautiful verses it is said, even Lord Shiva also spoke, and Kulasekara King Kulasekara spoke that Ashchajam etam manusya lokom. How astounding in this manusya lokom. Sudham parityaga visam pibanti. They have forsaken this. What is that Sudha? Sudha means hungry. And visam pibanti. They are drinking the poison. Then next line is that what is that? Sudham parityaga visam pibanti. They do not take the name of Narayana, but they speak about anything, they talk about it. Sudha means, where is the Sudha, you know? Where is Amrit? There was a talking going on, there was a discussion going on among the king assembly. So the Pandita say that the Amrit is there in the, what is that called? What is that? It is there in the ocean. It is there in 4 places. It is there in ocean. It is there in the moon. Vadumukhe means a very married woman, beautiful woman. Funny means snakes. So then other people they rejected this. Why? Because if Amrit is there in the ocean, then why ocean is salty? Amrit is nectar, na? So therefore it is rejected. Abdo means moon. If moon is the Amrit is there, Somarasa they take. If Amrit is there, why moon there is a 15 days of eclipse? Not eclipse, what is it called? Then another 15 days, like we say Gaura Pakya. Not Sukla Pakya, Gaura Pakya, Krishna Pakya, Gaura Pakya. So why there is a moon is declining, you know. Then if it is there in Vadumukhe means beautiful woman. So that means husband has to be immortal, because if it is the lips of Vadumukhe always kissing and husband is dying, so waiting there. So then Phanina means snakes. Snakes is there means why snakes is Garalam. Why Garalam Vishaya is there? So it is not. So where it is there? Sudham there, where it is Sudham there? Bhagavata Jana. Why Bhagavata Jana Kantha? Because they are speaking about Harikatha. Tabakatham Mritam Tapta Jeevanam Kaviviritam Kalmasam. Tabakatha Amritam, Krishna Katha is Amritam. So we are rejecting that, we're taking him to harmony. So this is the precarious condition of this source. So we will go, this is beautiful verses in there. This was Prabhu used to quote, well quote. See, this is a beautiful verse. You remember this verse? The same Prabhu used to quote. Sansara Chindam Ati Dustram Chindam. So therefore it is said that for a person who is suffering in the fire of countless misery, see, countless miseries, and who desire to cross the insurmountable ocean of material existence, there is no suitable mode of that cultivating devotion to transcendental taste of narration of Supreme Personality of God. So that means there is no remedy than hearing Bhagavad. Transcendental narration. See, this is the solution. Countless misery. Countless. One of the verses it is said that this verses it is say that the ocean of nescience is very difficult to cross because it is infested with many dangerous sharks. See, dangerous sharks. Although those who are non-devotee undergo severe austerity fitness to cross the ocean, we recommend that you simply take shelter of the lotus feet of the Lord, which are like a which is like a boat for crossing the ocean. Although the ocean is difficult to cross, by taking shelter of his lotus feet, you will overcome all them. The salvation also given. It is like a start. Particularly as soon as you see human life, you say that he's so fortunate. How many 8 million species we have evolved? You remember that Jalada Nabalakshani, 900,000. That means in the water, marine life, we have gone through 900 species, 900 aquatic life, 900,000 aquatic life. That means how many situations we have gone through, come to the human form of life. Now we are not solving the problem. That is the very, very colossal loss. Gargantuan blunder. Himalayan mistake. Himalayan mistake. The Himalayan form of again you come down, again peace, you become peace. Eaten by heart. Again we take bath again in peace community. So you see, 900,000 times we have taken bath in peace community. Then again Tower, then Posui, then Bar, all these things, 8 million species of life we gone through. 5% of all species is only human form. That also in this human form of life, if you go to the verses 19, 165 onwards in Chaitanya Charitamrita, there's an aborigine or there's a elevated class of people, there's an aborigine there. Out of them, Karmi, Gyani, they come to the Bhakta. So we should not waste our time. So this is the position. Then let's go back to it. In this verses is speaking about a little bit of money or something. Let's end with that particular verse. Here it is saying that now I am going to the verses because these are the preconditions. Now, without wealth, sometimes a person without wealth due to does not have a proper home. See how even in this life is the purpose that the basic roti, kapda, makan, the basic things, food, shelter, this also we do not get it. Most of the people, they do not get that basic necessity of life. Basic necessity of life. Not properly family enjoyment. Therefore, go to beg money from others when desires. Tell me which verses it is said. It is stated in one of the verses, one of the canto. Exact same thing. See, this is the same thing same thing has been stated. 30, 4 onwards we will go. No, 4 onwards. So living it in whatever species of life appears find a particular type of satisfaction in that species is never happens to be situated in a such a condition. Everybody thinking happy. Here Ixapolo is thinking that I am happy. Ambani also thinking I am happy. Every species of life they are happy. They are thinking happy. They are not happy. They are problematic. See, that is the problem. Even a hog is thinking I am happy. The story of Indra. See, now you can see here that the condition living entity satisfied his own particular species of life is deluded by covering influence of illusory energy. He feels little inclined to cast up his body. Even when in hell, he takes delight in hellish enjoyment. Although people are suffering, nobody likes to die. Nobody likes they're thinking I'm happy. They do not have solution, they do not find out the solution. That's the problem. Will come here it is said that how they beg and borrow money. Such satisfaction with standard of living is due to deep-rooted attraction for body, wife, home, children, and animal welfare. In such association conditions, so think himself quite perfect. This is the biggest mistake, the attraction. Family attraction is the biggest impediment. Impediment. Although he is always burning anxiety, such a fool always perform kind of mischievous activity with a hope which is never to be fulfilled in order to maintain his so-called family and society. See, now they coming. So how they are beg and borrow. He gives heart and sense to a woman who falls the charms with Maya. He enjoys solitary embraces and talking with her. He is enchanted by the sweet word of small children. Complete picture of family life Bhagavatam is showing. The attached householder remains in his family which is full of diplomacy, politics, constantly spreading misery, restricted in his act of sense gratification. He acts just to counteract his misery. If he can successfully counteract such misery, he thinks he is happy. It's a very important verses. Why? No, because happiness here means counteracting the misery. Just like we are feeling very hot, we are having air condition. That is not happiness. You are just counteracting misery. So here it is coming, the real person. He sequesters money by committing violence here and there. Although he employs it in a service of his family, he himself is only little portion of the poor. Thus purchase, he goes to help for those whom he earn the money in such a irregular way. So this is called corrupt. Honesty is not there. And here it is stated that when he suffers reverse, that is the verses, today's verses. When he suffers reverse in his occupation, he tries again and again to improve himself. But when he is baffled in all attempt and is ruined, he accepts money from others because of excessive greed. Then what will happen next one? Then, thus the unfortunate man, unsuccessful in maintaining his family members, is bereft of all beauty. He always thinks of his failure and grieving very deeply. So that is the condition. Today's verse. That people want to bereft of money, bereft of family, bereft of everything. Because when you are bereft of money, money makes many. There is a saying, money makes many. If you have money, you have many. If you do not have money, you are orphan. Nobody cares. So therefore, he say that in material world, the money makes same important thing. Of course, spiritual is very different. But money do not know that source of misery. If sometimes you reverse, it is dangerous. It is a dangerous situation comes. When you have no money, everything will be bear up. Your family member will go. See, next verse will say that if you do not have money, your family member will throw out. Same wife, seeing him unable to support them, his wife, others do not treat him with the same respect as before. Even as majorly farmers do not offer the same treatment to their old worn out oxen. See the example also, analogy also given. So same family members, you have got money, everybody share that. There is say that prosperity, what is that called? This proverb. Prosperity makes something, adversity drives away. Prosperity makes friends, adversity drives away. So when you have money, everybody. But according to Shastra, the money is also root cause of all the things. Money is the source of all misery. Because as soon as you have money, you will be popped up. You will be spending, you will not be coming to, you will be complacent, you do not need to come to Krishna like this. So there is a saying that verse, that how money is the root cause of all the things. For human society, constantly thinking of how to earn money, apply it for sense gratification, bringing about the destruction of everyone in this. When one becomes devoid of knowledge and devotional service, they enter into spaces like those of trees and stones. So these greedy people, they have. Our is spiritual greed. Our also devotee also greedy, but their greed is spiritual. Spiritual anxiety to solve, spiritual greedy. How to solve, how to engage. Krishna Bhakti Rasa Bhavitamati. Priyatam Jadi Kutape Labhyate. He says that Krishna Bhakti Rasa Bhavitamati, the Krishna consciousness is very important, and one should Priyatam, meaning you should purchase wherever it is available. What is the price? Laulyam means greedy, spiritual greedy. Laulyam api mulyam ekalam. Only mulya is that greedy. One is to be greedy. I have to go to temple Saturday, Sunday. I have to go, so I have to engage in service. That greediness must be there. Not that somebody have to call whether I can go. I will try. No. You should have a greedy. I want to anxiety to solve like Josaka Maya. And where is Krishna? Gopis, where is Krishna? That tremendous anxiety. That only we can get this attainment. Otherwise, Janma Koti Shrute na labhyate. Millions of baht. Koti means millions of baht. You cannot get bhakti if you do not have that anxiety, that greediness. Greediness, how to go to temple, how to serve, how to associate with devotee. That is the only criteria. So Krishna, to get Krishna is not difficult. To getting that desire or determination to get Krishna is difficult for us. That desire determination is not. That greedy should be there. Therefore, we should associate with devotee those who are greedy. We will be infected. We will become greedy. Therefore, the association makes it progress, prudent, and perfect. So this is the whole idea being there. So today's class is today's thing. Actually, today's is pointing out the precarious condition of the life. How we are thinking that we want to be happy by family, by all these things. We cannot be happy by any other means. There is a Prabhuda in 11th canto. The Nimi Maharaj is asking question that how a person can cross this ocean of material existence. But he is telling because our problem is that we have a wrong path. What is the wrong path? What? See, Prabhupada said, one of the Navajogendra, accepting the roles of male, female in human society, the conditions of united in sexual relationship. Thus, they constantly make the material endeavor to eliminate their own happiness, ultimately increase their pleasure. But one should see they inevitably achieve exactly opposite result. In other words, their happiness inevitably vanishes as they grow older, material discomfort increases. So here it is said that everybody trying to be happy. Everybody in the world trying to be happy because the happiness is our prerogative, constitutional prerogative. Krishna is Sachidananda Vigraha. We are part and parcel. We are also Sachidananda. But problem is that we are searching the happiness wrong place. Wrong place. Therefore, we are frustrated, baffled. Mogo asa, mogo jnana, mogo, mogo asa, mogo karma, mogo jnana vijay. It will be baffled, defeated. Defeated. Therefore, Prabhupada is telling you why you are sending the wrong person. Wealth is perpetual source of distress. It is more difficult to acquire. It is virtual death for the soul. Therefore, what satisfaction does one actually gain from his wealth? Similarly, how can one enjoy the genuine happiness from those that gain maintained by one's hard-earned money? Such a home, children, relative, domestic animals is there. So all these things is there. So we are looking for this wealth or paraphernalia of the body. Everything is temporary. Prahlad Maharaj said, very nice verse. Prahlad Maharaj said that since the body itself is ultimately meant to become Sura, what is the meaning of paraphernalia related to the body, such as wives, residents, wealth, children, relatives, servants, friends, kingdom, treasury, animals, minister? They are also temporary. What more can be said about this? See, everything is temporary. Your fundamental, the foundation is temporary. You are trying to build so many things on this very temporary foundation. Everything temporary. There's so many verses in there. We have got that. 7:42, 7:9, 17. Any kind of solution you make to become happy in this material world is also a failure. Tell me one verses. See, these are the things you do not need to prepare. You always ingrained in the mind because this will give us the impetus to detachment. Because this is very important verses. Therefore, Shastra is always repeating. Why? Because Shastra is always giving this warning. Same thing is repeated by the Raghuvana. Jadabharata Raghuvana. He never talked something, his same thing with different angle. Living entity are trying to counteract different miserable conditions pertaining to providence, other living entity, body and mind. Still, they must remain conditioned by the law of nature, despite all attempt to counter the law. Counter the law. See, all the solution is, you cannot make it. Rather, one verse is there, 7:9, 17. He says that solution is the more problematic than problems. So try to understand the precarious condition, predicament of this material existence, of a plight, this kind of predicament, plight, precarious situation of a common man. Understanding that you want to be very serious to go back to God. These are the impetus for every one of us to become serious and finish our business. Go back to God. Therefore, Prabhupada say that, that this life, at least, give this life to Krishna completely. Give this life. Don't try to procrastinate. Procrastination is a thief of time. Give this life. Always remember Krishna. Somehow mold your life, we remember Krishna. Then not only this life, all our inauspicity will go away. At the time of death, we will go back to God and also. It is stated in this verse, very nice. I love this verse. Avismiti Krishna Padararavinda Chinoti Avadrani Chapsam Kamati. Satascha Suddhim Paramatma Bhakti. Jnanam cha Vijnanam Viragam. So Avismiti Krishna Padararavinda means remembrance of the lotus feet of the Lord. Chinoti Avadrani, all inauspiciousness will be destroyed. Just some Tanoti gives us a very fortune, great fortune. Satascha Suddhim, Satascha means your existence will be purification. Paramatma Bhakti, it will give Bhakti also. What kind of Bhakti? Not sentimental Bhakti. Jnanam cha Vijnanam Viragam. The Bhakti which is substantiated by the Jnana, Vijnana, knowledge, theoretical knowledge, practical knowledge and detachment. That kind of Bhakti which is very much solid Bhakti. This is the solution. This is the solution. Therefore, one should always mold our life such that we should be always thinking. Prabhupada says that one should not be very much pessimistic, optimistic about material life. Sometimes they say that we are very cynical about material life. Life is also some enjoyment must be there. Na? Why you are so cynical? No. Unless one is so cynical, so pessimistic about material life, one cannot get detachment. Therefore, why this Rahugana was spoken repeatedly, 13 chapter, 14 chapter, full of 14 chapter, full forest of enjoyment. Srila Prabhu also quoted all the things. All 14 chapter is full of forest of enjoyment. Why? Because unless we are cynical about, we are so much pessimistic about material existence, material life, one cannot become detached from the Paramadusta. Paramadusta, 259, what is that? Now Paramadusta means higher taste. Only to get higher taste, this is the thing. Therefore, first of all, you should know the negativity of it. There is a saying that smart people, they do whatever they like to do. Wise people, they do not do whatever they do not to be. So they know both the side. So here it is say that this is the thing. So whole class Srimad Bhagavatam today, therefore we should understand that how Prabhupada also says, Bhaktisiddhanta also says that this material world is like a latrine. India says that latrine, not laboratory. America they say laboratory. Here also say the toilet or something. India says latrine. So it's like a stinking place. And in stinking place, if you buy the very branded perfume, huge of bus, French perfume are very reputed. No. So if you perfume and sprinkle, you cannot make it a nice place, right? Similarly, this material world is like a stinking place. Despite all our material achievement, despite all our sophistication, gorgeous arrangement, one cannot make it a nice place. One cannot nice place. All your economic development, all your political maneuvering, all your advancement of technology, scientific advancement, it will not make it a nice place. Therefore, one should be very, very pessimistic and try to get out from this one. As soon as we are thinking, I'm happy, that means you are already in illusion. That means very difficult to get out. Very difficult to get out. One should not take it all with happiness. Like mix of happiness. No. The last verse I will show you before we end. I think these verses we have left these verses. Last time I was speaking, and today this was very nice. 540. See, this is entire synopsis. You see, this process is a synopsis, a summary of material life. The path of this material world is full of material misery. Various troubles disturb the condition soul. Sometimes loses, sometimes he gains. See, sometimes loses, sometimes gains. Sometimes you will have appraisal, sometimes a demotion. Sometimes get a good job, sometimes get a bad job. Sometimes he loses, sometimes he gets. In either case, the path is full of danger. In either case, full of danger. Sometimes the condition should be separated from his father by death or circumstances. Leaving him aside, he gradually becomes attached to others. Such the children, in this way, the conditioned soul is sometimes illusions and upright. Sometimes he cries loudly out of fear. Sometimes he's happy maintaining his family. Sometimes he's overjoyed, sings melodiously Bollywood song. In this way, he becomes entangled and forgets his separation from Supreme Personality of God. Since time immemorial. See how lovely picture. Thus he travels the dangerous path of material existence. And on this path he is not at all happy. Those who are self-realized simply take shelter of Supreme Personality of God in order to get out of this dangerous material existence. See, without accepting the devotional path, one cannot get out of the process of material existence. The conclusion is that no one can be happy in this material world. One must take the consciousness. This is the end. Period. This is the period. Nobody at the dispense of material. Prabhupada is written very nice. Prabhupada, the one thing on Prabhupada, we can learn nice vocabulary. At the dispense of material nature, nobody can have happy. Nobody can have fun and frolic, rest and relax. Nobody can be happy. It is said one must take to Krishna consciousness. No one can be happy in this matter. That is the conclusion, period. This is why conclusion, Jadavar 5, 14, 38 is the last two verses. I think 40 or something. The last, everything speaking now is the summarizing everything. This so-called, they're speaking like, what is that? Happy, what is that? Happy ever life. No, what is that? Happily ever after. This is a myth without any merit. Happily, what is happily ever? This is happily ever. You are going to die, what happily ever? How you live like happily ever? This is all myth. This is all myth. Try to understand that. You will get that knowledge means you have a detachment. And only devotional service one can do. Only Krishna consciousness. Without Krishna consciousness, there is no question of any other process cannot. If I can remember one verses on this, last verses. So here it is said that, therefore, O Lord of transcendence, kindly help us by giving the power to execute bhakti. Bhakti also you cannot do yourself. You need power for Krishna and Guru, so that we can control our restless mind, fix them upon you. We are all infected by your illusory energy. Therefore, we are very attached to the body which is full of stool and urine. It's a very important verse. And to anything related with body. Except this, there is a very nice. Except for devotional service, there is no way to give up this attack. Therefore, kindly bestow upon this benefits. Only devotional service, no other way. Only Krishna consciousness is the problem. You cannot counteract a bad dream with a good dream. We can counteract a bad dream when you awaken. Narada Muni spoke 429. So therefore, only Krishna consciousness will help us to get out from this predicament, plight, precarious condition of life. Any question, any comments? 331:48. Eh? Endowed with right vision, strengthened by devotional service, pessimistic attitude toward the material identity, one should relegate his body to illusory world through his reason. Thus one can be unconcerned with this material world. That is detachment. See, if you understand this knowledge, a pessimistic attitude toward the material identity, therefore one should relegate background. Relegate means put into back, not into front, not prioritize. You relegate his body to this illusory world through his reason. Thus one can unconcerned. You should be unconcerned. This is a pessimistic attitude. Very nice word. You should be pessimistic attitude. Yeah. Cynical. Pessimistic means you should be unless you have a knowledge, you cannot have this. And this knowledge and detachment come by bhakti. Vairagya bhakti. So, bhakti parishan bhava virakti kanya. 127 say that Bhagavata Bhakti Yogata Vasudeva Bhagavata Vasudeva Bhagavati Vasudeva Bhakti Yoga Prajna Janati Asubairagya. Asubha Janati means Asu means very immediately you can got Jnana and Vairagya. So therefore it is said that Krishna consciousness is very good. Thank you. Any other question? Any comments? Yeah.
Now you can see the history. Situation where you was even worse.
Yes.
But now, what is that? Now the situation was good, but still we feel comparatively we are better.
As compared to other people.
Not Yuga. Like history.
No, it is. So history means you are telling previously we were more disturbed, now it is good. No. Kali Yuga, you are thinking like that. So those people, sir, what anxiety will give? Anxiety will give all kind of material things will give us anxiety. But previously people are very simple living, high thinking. They do not have atom bombs. And then Hiroshima Nagasaki was gone. Previously, where is the 18th century, 7th century? Very simple people. They do not have so-called advancement. See, this is the process. You want the medical, you want this modern science. Modern science is solve the problem of previous or precarious situation. It is stated here. O great one, O supreme Lord, because of the contact with displeasing circumstances and separation from pleasing circumstances, one is placed in a most regretful position. On heavenly or hellish planet, burning in a fire of lamentation. Although there are many remedies by which we get out of the miserable life, but such remedy in a material world are more miserable than misery themselves. Therefore, I think that only limited to engage in your service, kindly instruct me in such service. Prabhupada written purport. The Prabhupada has given that nowadays material opulences, Prabhupada written very nicely spoke on that. How this see Prabhupada later written that, see nice purport. The entire world is under the illusion that people will be happy by advancing in materialistic manner. This is your question. Because we are better because of materialistic manner. The Prabhupada given. The entire world is under the illusion that people will be happy by advancing materialistic measures to counteract the misery condition of life. But this attempt will never be successful. Humanity must be trained to engage in transcendental loving service of the Lord. That is the purpose of Krishna consciousness. There can be no happiness in changing one material condition, for everywhere there is trouble and misery. So there is always a trouble and misery. But previously people are very simple living, I think. They were not in pursuit of all the things. Just like it being important, Prabhupada said that beautiful, we are expanding the complexity of the life. The materialistic way of life is more and more entangled in its yes, more and more entangled in its complexity. Just like previously there was no traffic system. There is no car anymore. There is no traffic system, no road. Nowadays what happened? There's so much thick traffic. So for traffic problem, we have to make a road, we have to make a traffic accident. So many things management. It is proper exact what used in so many classes. Entangled in its complexity. So-called material advancement. The atomic bomb making is so very bad. Previously, people are going by bullock cart. At least there is no death. Now they are going by flight. What happened? It is accelerating our death. So things are more and more precarious. More we advance, more things are very precarious. Therefore, it is said that in these verses that the solution, because we want to make a solution, materialistic solution. The materialistic solution is more problem than the problems. So you cannot counteract the material problem with material solution. You can counter with material problem with spiritual solution. That is different. Therefore, Prahlad Maharaj very nicely spoke. What is that verse? See, Prahlad Maharaj said that you cannot counteract the material thing problem with material solution. Prahlad Maharaj speaking, my dear Narasimhadev, O Supreme, because of bodily concepts of life, embedded soul neglected, not cared for you. You cannot do anything for the betterment. Whatever remedy, see, Prabhu, whatever remedy they accept, although perhaps temporarily beneficial, certainly impermanent. For the example, a father and mother cannot protect their child. A physician and medicine cannot relieve a suffering person. And a boat on the ocean cannot protect it. On your positive side, on negative side, okay, your problem is more entangled, its complexity. Okay. Even taken for granted that we are more sophisticated life now leading. Here he says that even though you sophisticated life, you cannot, it is not permanent.
Although it can be sophisticated, just studying these things I stop. So you just use the Krishna service. Just like Prabhupada, he used the aeroplane to travel. So everything in Krishna consciousness is.
Nirbandha Krishna Sambandhe.
Prabhupada said, coming from also you can.
Yes, for human.
No, my question is like, the
Standard of life.
no, the degree of misery will intensify as we move towards the end of the river.
Then problem is that what you think of misery is a material misery or spiritual misery. What is misery? What you define misery?
I know what is full of spirituality is also misery.
Yeah, then that is the main misery. Not also forgetful of Krishna is the misery, obnoxious misery. All other material misery it comes and goes. And more and more, Prabhupada said in many lectures, entangled in its complexity. And Prabhupada given an example of this traffic system. An aeroplane also. Two examples Prabhupada given, I remember. These are all more entangled in its complexity, Prabhupada said. More we advance materially, more we entangle ourselves in its complexity. Because it's so complex process. So therefore we cannot say that advancement, like cave, previously it is like cave, now cave made primitive. Now we are very modern, this is wrong. They are more advanced. Arjuna can see what is that? Sanjay can see. The divine eye, that is very subtle discovery. We have our gross discovery. We cannot go beyond the gross because they have the subtle discovery. They can see staying in place. They do not need any broadcasting network. See, but so-called material advancement, it is okay. It is accepted. There is some advancement is there, but that advancement does not mean that you have stopped this physics. So you define physics. So air conditioning does not make that you have counteract your you counteract misery. But what kind of misery? Temporary. That doesn't mean that you will not have misery. See, therefore, this is a very nice thing that don't just solve the problem of the life. Solve the problem that is life. Solve the problem that is life. Life itself is a problem. And 7742 Prahlad Maharaj say, as soon as you trying to be happy, the misery starts. As soon as you trying to be planning for happiness, because why you are creating all this material advancement? For happiness now. Whole idea is sanctification. Prahlad Maharaj is telling as soon as 7742, as soon as you are thinking of planning for happiness, that time your unhappiness begins. Unhappiness begins. So this is the problem. See, Shastra cannot be wrong. Shastra is covering everything. In this material world, every materialistic is a very nice answer. In this material world, every materialistic desire to achieve happiness, happiness is this way. Yes or no? That's why so much advancement. Therefore, he acts accordingly. Actually, however one is happy, as long as one does not endeavor for happiness. As soon as one begins his activity for happiness, his condition of distress begins. See, Prahlad Maharaj Bhagavatam is always bang on track. So-called happiness also is problem more complex. How many divorce rate? Previously, where there was no divorce rate, the divorce rate also coming. So, why things are very things. You are just contract. You are creating so much contrast. Previously, there was no AIDS, HIV. All are very less. More incurable disease. Sometimes over medication is problematic. So over environment, over comfort is not good. Hedonistic way of life. So thank you very much. No question. Stop here. And Gantaraj Bhav Ki Jai, Prabhupada Hridaya Nitai, Guru Premanande.